Okay, we're in Chapter 11 of SOLIDWORKS 2015, Rack and Pinion Advanced Mates. Okay, I'm in SOLIDWORKS. I've opened up a new assembly. Actually, I don't want to do that. Let me cancel out of that. We do not want to open up a new assembly. So close this out. What we want to do is open up the sample file. So we're going to go to Open, and we're going to go to our documents that are part of 2015, and we have SOLIDWORKS 2015 Chapter 11, and we are going to open up the Rack and Pinion assembly. So we're going to open up this document right here. So we're going to begin by opening up both of these and go to Assemble, go to Mate. Actually, we can hit them up over here. On 11-3, we are adding a parallel mate to the right planes. I'm sorry, we're adding a coincident mate for the front planes of both the rack and the pinion gear. So I'm going to select the rack, the front plane, and the gear, and the coincident is the default, and I'm going to hit check. Then it says select the right planes for both components and create a parallel mate. So we're going to go to the right plane for both of these and create a parallel mate. Alright, and hit OK. We're going to suppress this prior to adding the rack and pinion mate. So on page 11.4, now that we've just added that mate, we're going to come down, or excuse me, click out of there. We're going to go down to our mates, open this up, and we're going to select that mate that we've just added and actually suppress it, which is right here. So we're suppressing our parallel mate. Next, we're going to add a mechanical mate. So we're going to select our mates and go to Advanced Mates, and go to Mechanical Mates, and we're going to select the rack and pinion option. Now, there's an error in the book on two levels. Number one, it says to select a circle that's visible on the outside edge of this gear, and there is no circle. So we could either draw one, or we could select, I believe we're going to be able to select one of these gears. The other issue that is in error, in that if this were a true rack and pinion, we would not, the tooth of the pinion gear would never come in contact with the bottom of the tooth of the rack. There's actually a clearance there. So what we would really want to be selecting is the pitch diameter of the pinion, and then the rack also has a pitch line. So we would select those two things, which would provide clearance. But to get the concept down, we're going to be able to select these items. So I'm going to go ahead and select these two and create our rack and pinion edge. So we can hit OK. They want us to select a reverse option. And let's see how this works. Now, to test this out, we're going to drag the rack, and we can see that our pinion gear rolls as we move our rack. So the relationship is correct, but just to point out, you would never have a gear that this tooth is actually in contact with the bottom of this. We would have some pitch diameters. So we're going to continue on 11.5. Keeping it in an isometric view here, we're going to do a motion study. If yours is not in an isometric view, if you've moved it, you can just hit Control 7, bring it back. You can hit the Motion Study tab, which should launch this split screen. And we're going to click on the motor icon and select our linear motor option. We're going to select this line here, which gives our direction. We're going to change our speed. We're now on 11.6. We're going to change our speed to 50. And we're going to hit OK. Now if we hit the play button down here, our rack should roll here. And that looks good. We can change the playback time by dragging this over to 10 seconds as shown on 11.7. And then hit our play. It's just going to play for a little bit longer. And we could also change the playback speed and make it move faster. They said to set it to 5x. It's already a 5x, so I guess we can slow it down just to take a look at what that would look like. And that's it. So we're going to do a save as. And I'm going to put your last name in front of it. And that's it.